Yesterday I had a car delivered. I bought it on eBay. I haven't bought an eBay car in quite some time, mainly because a lot of times the descriptions and consequences of descriptions aren't so good. But if you get a lot of pictures, you can maybe tune in and if you pay attention. So I bought this car. So either my expectations might have been a little too high, but there were clearly some things the seller could have been more specific about, things that weren't working. There were some things pointed out, some things that weren't. But overall, I'm thinking that this car is going to be a car that will turn out all right with a little bit of hard work and some parts. We'll be able to get this on the road. And the car is a 280C 1974, the same year I turned 16. It's a 6-cylinder engine with, I think, a Solex 2-barrel carburetor, so it's old-fashioned enough. But I love the style of this car. I love the color of this car. It's a sunroof car. It's got beige interior, so it's got all the makings of what can be an exceptional vehicle. I've always wanted one of these 280Cs. I've liked them since they were new. So we'll take a quick walk around. I'll point out the things that need to be done. I have gotten a little energetic before the video. I've treated it with some non-ethanol premium gas. It's a BG44. It was said to need a tune-up, which I don't disagree with, but it is running better. So anyway, we'll take a quick walk around. Okay, so don't mind my tools. Again, I've started the paint. I'm pretty sure it's a repaint. I mean, it's a 50-year-old car. And if you look at the paint, I've been able to make some progress on some of these front fenders, but if you look real close, you can see that the preparation of the paint wasn't as good as it should. So a little bit of work with a 1200 grit and then a 3000 grit on an orbital wheel. I think I can get the paint of this car to where it needs it, where it needs to be. You see one of the shock absorbers in the bumpers is compacted. I have that on order. As we move to the interior, it needs a new hood pad, which has already came very quickly. It's going to need some touch-up work on the door panels. You can see the dash, which that is actually a dash pad, but I don't mind a dash pad in these cars if it's done well. So that's on order. It's got an aftermarket stereo that works, but the antenna's broken off. It still pulls in some weak stations, but I went ahead and ordered a Becker Bluetooth replacement stereo. So that door is probably worse than this one. The rear seat is pretty nice. The headliner is nice. The one thing nice about the car is that all the signals work, windshield wipers work, the sunroof works, the heater and defroster work, the lights all work, but the air conditioner does not. So that's one of the things that I was told about, and the belt is disconnected on it. We'll open the engine here and look at it. So I've got to decide whether I just hook up a belt and see what the compressor does, or just go ahead and knuckle down and order a new compressor. The other thing is it's missing the hood ornament. The bay is pretty nice and clean. You know, it was said that it needed a tune-up, but it looks like the cap and the plug wires are decent. I went ahead and ordered new plug wires, cap, rotor, spark plugs, air filter. The transmission, I'll show a video of it driving, and it does okay. But I ordered a new vacuum modulator, a transmission filter, and gasket. So we will flush the transmission. Here's the need for the new hood pad. I don't know what the heck that is. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it an Italian tune-up. So I've got the top end cleaner, which I like. I think it does a pretty good job. The seafoam spray. So you basically remove the air cleaner, spray it in the carburetor, rev it up to about 3,000–4,000 RPMs, and it does a pretty good job of cleaning the top end, the valves, and lubricating things. So we will do that. And then I'm going to work on the body. So again, I've already got a lot of the orange peel out of it, and that's with the 3,000, well, a 1,500 and then a 3,000 on the orbital. So I'm pretty happy with the way that's turned out. So anyway, once I get it buffed out and get some of these other things done, we will do an update on the car. But I mean, as you can see, the color combination, some people may not like it, I like it. And the beige interior, the sunroof, the pillarless design, which if you go to pillarless designs, I've got one in my BMW 3.0 CS of the era. I've got one in my Jaguar XJ-C V12. So this will be a nice fit. So I'm looking forward to getting this car done, and I'll give you another update. Okay, so we're gonna drive it a little bit. I've already had the chance to drive it some, and I did put some premium no ethanol fuel in it, and some BG44. So it seems to be running better. It was running a little rough, but we'll see. I'll get it out here on the street and accelerate. Transmission shifts okay. It seems to maybe hang up a little, which could be, you know, need to flush the transmission and put a new filter in, but also possibly the vacuum modulator. And we'll go through all those things when I look at what needs to be done to it. I mean, there's some obvious things missing. The dash cover, maybe you can hear that. It's missing a little bit. The gear shift or the turn signals work, but you got to hold the lever up. So it's not bad. So anyway, I'll get it to the shop and we'll go through everything that we think it needs.